Peace and blessings to you. Thanks for joining me here on the channel. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we're on lesson number 270. I will not use the body's eyes today. And I like Ken Wapnick's intro to this one, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. Jesus does not mean that we should walk around with our eyes shut or with a glassy look that says, we do not see anything because there is nothing here. He repeatedly tells us that this course is simple, but never says it is simple-minded. Jesus' statement here, therefore, means that we not let the ego interpret what our body's eyes see. That is his function. So I really like that intro. Let's jump into the lesson. Father, Christ's vision is your gift to me, and it has power to translate all that the body's eyes behold into the sight of a forgiven world. How glorious and gracious is this world, yet how much more will I perceive in it that sight can give? How much more will I perceive in it than sight can give? The world forgiven signifies your son acknowledges his father, lets his dreams be brought to truth, and waits expectantly the one remaining instant more of time, which ends forever, as your memory returns to him. And now his will is one with yours. His function now is but your own, and every thought except your own is gone. The quiet of today will bless our hearts, and through them, peace will come to everyone. Christ is our eyes today, and through his sight, we offer healing to the world through him, the Holy Son, whom God created whole, the Holy Son, whom God created one. And that's our lesson for today. I will not use the body's eyes today. So there's a couple of other passages that Ken Wapnick's commentary highlights some good points in here. And I think yesterday we kind of covered a little bit of this, like what is the forgiven world going to be like? And my feeling is we'll be doing all this internal work, and it'll be less about seeing things differently, but it'll be feeling things differently and trusting God more and knowing that what we see doesn't have to be accompanied by all this commentary from the ego mind. And I think that that level of peace is glorious when the mind is quiet. So I'll read a couple more of these passages here from Ken. So after the sentence, the first sentence of the prayer, Father, Christ's vision is your gift to me, and it has power to translate all that the body's eyes behold into the sight of a forgiven world. So I love that idea of a translation, as if it's another language that we don't know yet. So he goes into the text, actually, and goes into chapter 17, section 2, the forgiven world, which I believe we've already read this for some reason, but there's no reason why we can't do it again. So can you imagine how beautiful those you forgive will look to you? In no fantasy have you ever seen anything so lovely. Nothing you see here, sleeping or waking, comes near to such loveliness. And nothing you will value like unto this, nor hold so dear. Nothing that you remember that made your heart sing with joy has ever brought you even a little part of the happiness this sight will bring you. For you will see the Son of God. You will behold the beauty the Holy Spirit loves to look upon, and which he thanks the Father for. He was created to see this for you until you learned to see it yourself, and all his teachings lead to seeing it and giving thanks to him. And I like the second paragraph as well. This loveliness is not a fantasy. It is the real world, bright and clean and new, with everything sparkling under the open sun. Nothing is hidden here, for everything has been forgiven, and there are no fantasies to hide the truth. The bridge between that world and this is so little and so easy to cross that you cannot even believe it is the meeting place of worlds so different. Yet this little bridge is the strongest thing that touches on this world at all. This little step, so small, it has escaped your notice, and it is a stride through time into eternity, beyond all ugliness into beauty that will enchant you and will never cease to cause you wonderment at its perfection. The forgiven world that we can experience while we're here dreaming, imagining that we're humans, living our lives, doing the things that we do. I believe that's possible for us, and we're working toward it the more that we turn it over to Jesus and the Holy Spirit, God, your higher power. We have to be asking for help. So that's one more thing that Ken talked about that I really appreciated. You cannot translate something unless you first know what you are translating. Therefore, your body's eyes must perceive specialness and differences, good and evil, one or the other. Seeing your error at that point, you can meaningfully ask Jesus for help to look through his eyes at what you perceive. So that's definitely touching on what we talked about yesterday. Just bringing awareness to the thoughts or judgments that come into your mind as you gaze upon others or remember situations or even places as you're traveling and maybe revisiting places that have memories attached to them, how you view these things, and notice if there's any judgments or resentments or grievances coming to the surface. And then that's when you can ask for help to clarify your perception, to change your perception. Help me see this differently. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I don't know what anything is for. Please guide me. Please help me not use the body's eyes today. So thanks so much for being here and joining me on this lesson. I made it to Arkansas yesterday. I'm at the beautiful property of my friends, and I'm just so held in love, so happy to be here. And I'm very excited about continuing on my journey to Kansas City tomorrow. Taking the course with me, taking all of you with me in my dream. And I can't wait to deepen and to trust and surrender even more. So thank you all. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.